In this episode of VVork, I'll be talking with my colleague, Tim Burkard. He specializes in NSX, PKS, and more. Enjoy this interview and be sure to catch the special announcement. The big moment's arrived. Let's meet Tim. Tim!
Hi, Brian.
I know you. Hey there. I know you. You're a fellow VCI, aren't you, right?
I am that.
And what is a VCI for anyone in the audience who doesn't know what a VCI is?
That would be a VMware certified instructor, a grueling routine that you must go through in order to be able to stand up at attention and provide education for our students.
We don't just stand there. We command the room. We walk in like we own it, right?
Well, I think we try to anyway. Yeah.
Something like that. Anyways, you also have some other letters that you put on your email signature and stuff. What are you? Didn't you just pass another cert at VMworld?
At VMworld, I did. I passed actually 2 of them. They weren't new, however. They were renewed.
Overachiever.
Well,
What'd you get?
You got to keep going, right? You got to stay current. And I'm a VCP-NV, which means a VMware Certified Professional Network Virtualization. And I also got the VCAP-NV by passing the design exam for network virtualization. VCAP stands for VMware Certified Advanced Professional. Woo-hoo! And I sort of grandfathered in a VCIX, not to be confused with the VCDX, but the VCIX for the implementation expert on network virtualization as well. So yeah, I got a couple of letters behind my name to go along with the previous life's worth of letters.
What kind of courses are you teaching these days?
These days, I focus a lot on NSX and the current version of NSX-T 2.4. We do an install, configure, and manage, and we're just getting ready for prime time, the troubleshooting and operations for NSX 2.4. We previously, and still currently, NSX for vSphere version 6.4 is still being offered on the ICM and the troubleshooting and operations there as well. Soon, I don't know if I want to say this in public, I'll be doing the PKS courses as well. So at least
PKS.
PKS course.
Okay, PKS. Well, we can certainly talk about PKS. That's an officially launched product and also an officially launched course, but the secret part that you're revealing there is that you're going to be teaching it. So I think we can let that slip. All right.
Yeah.
So in addition to being an instructor, you also speak places. For instance, last week at VMworld 2019, did I hear that you got a perfect 5 out of 5 rating on the surveys from your attendees? You had like 50 folks. 5 out of 5?
Iris is spreading the word. Yes. And I read that to my wife and she said, of course. But it's not of course, it's just, according to Iris, there was only like 93 out of 2,000 or so that got that kind of evaluation. So it's humbling. It's humbling.
Well, I say it here not to humble you, but to embarrass you in front of everyone who's watching.
Did that.
So, okay, excellent. So you didn't know that was coming, but there it is. Sir, I've got a list of questions here to remind myself what to ask you, but one of the most important questions.
I didn't bring anything written down.
Some folks out there in the world, myself included, know you by your moniker, your nickname, V Gandalf. Tell me about that. How'd you get that name?
Let's see. Who should I throw under the bus? Brett Garino. I got the nickname for my looks. I mean, if I let my hair down and the beard and all, that's where the nickname came from. But Brett Garino, another VCI, suggested that I get myself going on social media. And so I started using Twitter and used that as a handle. And
what exactly is your Twitter handle?
My Twitter handle is _Gandalf, and that is I have over 300 followers.
I'm a little confused. Lift up that beard. What's going on here? I'm seeing two sort of themes going on here. We've got Lord of the Rings and Gandalf. And what was that there? That's Harry Potter.
That's Harry Potter. This is Gryffindor. And as we all know, Albus Dumbledore was a Gryffindor. And so as I can grow this out and let this hair go down and get a little grayer, you know, there may be a little bit of Dumbledore coming as well.
So right now, are you, without all that white, right now, are you Gandalf the gray, going on Gandalf the white, and then
the thing with
graduating to Dumbledore?
Graduating to Dumbledore. That's exactly right. I'd be graduating to Dumbledore. Two of my favorite wizards, of course, but Gandalf the White, he had a shorter, whiter beard. And I don't want to go back that way, nor do I want to be resurrected in this lifetime. I just would rather save that for the end. So the goal is to let this all keep growing and growing and eventually be the Richard Harris version of Dumbledore. Now that was I thought he was spectacular as Dumbledore.
We have a special announcement, but I think the way to let people know this is to just let the following clip roll. Let it roll. Tim, what was that? Who's that good-looking man? What's that about?
That is going to be an intro to a series on YouTube that will talk about demystifying the NSX procedure, or the NSX feature set, if you would, and clarify a bunch of things. There's always questions. People have questions about what NSX does and how it works, and I'd like to put some informational videos out there on a YouTube channel. And at your assist, we might go with a V Gandalf Demystifies series to say, hey, how about demystifying what takes place in the control plane with regard to layer 2 switching, for example. That is a talk that I've given at VMworld for the last 4 years. And let's condense it and put it into a YouTube talk. And I'd like to do some demystifying of the firewall. And I've kind of given that talk in the Education Lounge for the past 4 years. And demystifying NSX-T routing, demystifying the differences between V and T, demystifying what takes place under the covers in NSX-T. So that's kind of what that thing was all about.
Why don't we take a quick little peek over there? Hang on, let me, here we go. So as you can see, let me scoot this window out of the way. As you can see, here is V Gandalf. I went to www.vgandalf.com, and apparently you speak Spanish. I did not know that. So we've got the, let's see, one of those videos is the beginning.
Español, por favor.
Yeah. So we got beginning of the dinner, loading, arriving in San Fermin. And my favorite was this one here, El Gallina versus El Machote. I know it, El Gallina is, that's a hen, but I didn't know what El Machote is. So I went and looked that up. Apparently, Machote has something to do with some beefy sort of product. So I'm totally looking forward to this video series where apparently you're going to be talking about meats and fine cuts.
I guess I should have chosen another name, huh?
Okay, so are you youtube.com/vgandalf?
I'm not yet. So. I will be. Yeah. When this interview webcast hits the airwaves and people begin signing up to my YouTube channel, then I will be able to use youtube.com/ yes, I will be
V_Gandalf.
Yes.
So I don't think you're gonna get V Gandalf. Instead, you're gonna get youtube.com/V_Gandalf.
Right.
Just like your Twitter handle. So nice and easy to remember. In the meantime, is there a way they can find your YouTube channel?
So glad you asked. There's not a lot of content on there yet, but it's coming. But yes, the shortened version of bit.ly/V_Gandalf should take you to the Gandalf channel.
That'll get them there. So no videos have been made public yet, but they can subscribe to your channel right now. And in addition to subscribing, which will help him to get his subscriber count up, we also would do well if we were to click the notification button in YouTube so that you will know the moment his first videos drop. So they're coming, but we're just trying to prime the pump here, get some subscribers, get him that custom URL and so forth. So sign up today. Subscribe today.
Please, thank you. Please and thank you to all of you that are listening. I won't be able to thank you personally until I get to meet you at our next go-round, but virtually, I'll thank you right now. I appreciate it, and we should see content developing in a very short while. There's actually a couple of videos that have been put up onto the channel, but I haven't made them public quite yet. I want to be able to introduce them properly. So it's a work in progress, but it's coming.
Okay, and by chance, do you have a special piece of equipment on order?
I do. I love where you're located right now, Brian. That is a beautiful, beautiful background. My background, as you can see, is a little less glorious, although that is my VMware. Yeah, but you have a glorious background living there, and my background will also be changing ever so slightly in the next couple of weeks when I get a Chroma board behind me and be able to put myself into any glorious position.
All right. Well, again, so that's our special announcement. Not to make the rest of this anticlimactic, but I would spend a few moments talking about how I wanted to be involved and help roll out your YouTube channel because I know that you've got tons of knowledge to share with people. But I also thought it was appropriate that the rollout occur through the VVork channel because your channel and my channel both have a definite Lord of the Rings type tie-in. So VVork, by the way, if you've never understood why the heck my YouTube channel is called VVork, I'll put a URL down in the YouTube description that provides a link to my about section on my blog. If you've ever wondered why it's VVork and why there's the orc theme, there is a reason for that. You can read about that there. But yeah, so I have the orc sort of theme for mine, and you, on the other hand, you're Gandalf. So let's see some Gandalf photos. We'll have to have people in the comments down below vote which of these photos we think looks the most like you. But again, I look forward to your videos and long collaboration, not just as instructors, but here doing these YouTube channels. Anything else that you want to say to folks?
Subscribe to Brian's VVork if you want to learn anything about anything. He covers. He did a great. I know you guys are all already subscribed, but tell your friends, tell your buddies. And you might see, item number 51 out of 10 coming up anytime soon. I just noticed the
orchestrator video series
videos. I don't think I'm going to use of any number. I think it's just going to be, this is the next one. This is number 8. This is number 9. This is number 10 instead of putting a limit on it, because 50 out of 10 is pretty amazing. That's like a rating system.
Yeah, I had originally intended just 10 videos, but got to be careful about boxing yourself in.
Right.
Of 10 has been clobbering me ever since then. So again, we got some great videos coming out from Tim in the near future. If you haven't already subscribe to him, hit that notification button. And I've never actually done this with my own channel. I just put videos out and somehow people have found them. But if you're watching this, you're probably already a subscriber. If not, please do hit that subscribe button, and additionally, hit that notification button I have come to realize long after the fact that it would have been a good idea to ask people to subscribe, and it would also be a good idea, in particular, to get people to hit the notification button, because otherwise, without people hitting the notification button, we don't necessarily pop up in your YouTube recommendations. So please subscribe to Tim. Please hit the notification button, and while you're hitting those buttons, do the same on my channel, VVork. Anyways, I think that's it. Unless you got anything else to say, Tim,
no,
we'll sign
thanks,
off.
Brian. I appreciate it very much. You spending the time with me and all your assist. It's very, very.
Oh, no problem. It's going to be well worth it. All right, everyone. Look forward to Tim's videos, and we'll talk to you later.